Hello,
All right,
hello.
we are
Hello,
live.
everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me share it.
Oh, what a day. Y'all probably hear noise in the background of mine. Hubby's home for lunch. He's getting ready to go back. So, and I'm not completely sure what I'm doing. I got file folders and I'm going to make an ephemera holder.
Cool.
Other than the decorative paper, I'm only going to use file folders to make it. So, and I've got a piece of heavyweight chipboard, and that's what I'm using for my spine. Perfect. So now I got to figure out. I've already gotten 2 of the file folders cut the length I want and ready to put together. So I'm going to do a couple more so you guys know how I'm doing them. And I've got my spine pieces ready to go in for my pages. So what I did on my file folder, and I got a whole box of these guys for like $4 at Goodwill. So
All shared out.
$3.94 for
I haven't been my Goodwill in a while.
So I figured I've got them. I'm going to use them. So
Yeah,
what I've
that's
done,
a good deal on those. I will use them a lot. Matter of fact, I'm getting down where I'm going to go thrift store shopping.
So what I did is I took and opened it up and I scored at the 4-inch mark and scored all the way down because that's going to be a pocket. You've automatically got 1 fold on your file folder.
Mm-hmm.
So all I did was for the second fold, it's 3/4 of an inch, was go ahead and fold it on that. You know, they've all got that natural where it folds again.
Yeah.
You tell what I'm talking about? So I just folded along it. Then I'm taking one side of the file folder, and where my score line is, I'm lining it up to the 6.5-inch mark. And I'm going to trim that off. Then on the other side, I'm going to where it'll be 7 inches. And let's see, did I get it? And I'm going to trim that section off. And I've got to do it to one more file folder. So there's the original fold in it, and score it down really good. Then go to your other fold that's natural in there and score it down really good. And I've got a mosquito in here that's tearing me up, little bugger.
What's the matter?
I have a mosquito biting me.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I got bit by a mosquito really bad the other night. It got me like 3 spots. It got me 3 times.
Isn't that crazy?
Area. Yes, I hate that.
Okay, then I'm going to go to my short side is 6.5. And cut it off. The longer side's going to be at 7. Cut it off. And then on, which side is it? Hang on a minute. I didn't make a template, y'all. I'm doing this just the way it is. So where your longer side is, you want to make sure that you put your pocket on the right end, because the ones that are 7, I did this one wrong. Or is it the other one? That might be the opposite side. Is this one? Yeah. 7 to, yep. Make sure when you're going to score your pocket for at the bottom that you have where your 7 from your center, from your scar mark over here to over here is 7 inches. Make sure that you have that towards where your spine's going to go. So it'll be, hang on one second, y'all. Okay, back, sorry. Anyway, that's where my spine's going to be. So I want the 7 inches coming out this way and the 7 inches coming out this side, not the 6.5. So I need to put my pocket on this end of this piece. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it. And my pocket's going at the 4-inch mark.
Oh.
All right. Let's see if I can help it dry a little
And
bit.
file folders are hard to do. And when you turn it, you'll be, if you want to turn so your scores are right, you'll be at the 7 5/8 on this side to line up with your 4-inch for the other. Pretty close. That way, when you fold it up, like that. Like I said, I got all these file folders and I'm going to use them. So, and we're going to trim this out, so don't worry about that. So I have 2 now.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for
Hello,
coming in,
Lisa.
honey.
Hello,
All right.
hello.
So that's going to be basically what I'm looking at right this minute. So let me get this out of the way. Well, not yet. I need one more because I'm doing 2, you guys. And I'm going to cut my piece of chipboard at 3 1/4 inches. That's going to be the spine between both of my file folders. So 3 1/4, and I'm going by the 11. I'll trim it down in a bit. Because I want a lot of space in here to put my ephemera pockets. So it's good to see you too.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so that'll be for my second one. Now I need to measure from where my pocket's folded here. We need to measure how long it is, so we know how far to cut our chipboard. And mine is I'm going with, my eyes are old, you guys. So hang on a sec. It's not quite 7 3/4. The little mark just before the 7 3/4. So bring the cutting thing back over. And my 7 3/4. So we're going to say 7 5/8. And I'm just going to cut it off. I have got so much ephemera just laying around, and I'm like, I need something. So I thought, make a couple of more of these. And I'm thinking about making a few and putting in the shop to sell. I love file folders, Lisa. I mean, they're easy, you know?
I know I wanted some, but I'm not gonna go and pay the full price. So I'm gonna go
Well,
look.
they're
at
not
these.
expensive, you know.
Well, they're not too bad.
And Lisa, look what I picked up at Goodwill. I got that whole box of 100 for $3.94 at Goodwill. And I really didn't even pay that much for it because I went on my military retirement day and I got 10% off. So win-win, right?
Oh.
Okay. Bring these back in. And what we're going to do is where your file folder folds up for your pocket in the bottom, you're going to cut at just a little bit of an angle on the left side of your fold and on the right side of your fold, and then cut it off because you don't want that extra bulk in here. And I usually use my ruler and a razor blade to do it. I know, isn't that cool, Lisa? I was like, yes, yes, yes.
Always has.
I was like, yes, thank you. That was a score. So what I'm going to do,
It does it every once in a while.
I'm going to cut across down here.
Yeah.
I've got it kind of straight. My desk is a disaster. And then I'm going to line it up there and kind of
I
come
got
out.
mine at a estate sale like a year ago, 2 years ago. At least a year because I got it at the same time I got my cupboards, so that's over a year. And I'm gone maybe to 15 left.
On the other side.
Oh wow.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot I can do in trying.
So that way, when I fold them up, there's not going to be anything catching. And I'm going to trim off a little bit on each side as well. And I'm going to do that on both of the file folders that I've folded. I said, I'm going to try and make the whole thing out of file folders and then use some really nice digital decorative paper because we all like to support other artists, and I can print out and use whatever I want. So go up to there and do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just hoping I get something that resembles what I'm looking for because you just never know.
Oh,
How's that look? That looks good.
I thought it was a weekend.
And it'll
For
be
some
nice.
reason, I thought it was a weekend, Saturday or Sunday. That's because Scott threw me. You went out to Mehigh's.
Yeah. You can always get them at Dollar Tree, 8 in a pack, 8 or 10.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I can get a few from the dollar store.
yeah.
Yeah, they're the same, you know.
But
I
they're
just
not that
have to look
expensive
out.
even at the Office Depot.
Yeah, I just lucked out and got them. And
Yeah.
Like I said, it was a score. I mean, shoot. Anytime I can save money on crafting to buy something else to craft with, that's a
Yeah.
good day.
Yeah.
If we can get them on sale, fine. If we can get them on clearance, that's even better. So, okay. Then cut this little flip out. There we go. And then cut your little end pieces off too.
So this is going to be a Halloween journal / album thing. I don't know. Oh, that's the back. I've never done this. So
I got one of those, Teresa. I just got it. I bought it on the craft sale.
Oh, did you? I think I ordered mine from Amazon when I first saw it there. I was looking for a little bit smaller one, but this is the only size I could find.
Oh, this is what. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't sleep much. About the size of my hand.
Oh, cool.
I mean, yesterday. I bought one-legged witchy.
Now,
Do you already have it? I didn't see it. Did you show it?
Oh,
hang on, I'll put you up so you can show it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's by Prima. It's got little pop-outs.
There you go.
Oh, the pages don't fold out?
No.
Oh, but that's cool. No, this one wasn't Prima. This was just something that, I don't know what brand it was, but I like Prima.
Yeah.
That's cool. Laura was sewing it?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Joe, you can put us all up.
Okay, hang on a sec. Takes me a second. There we go. Okay, now once I got that done, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that my piece section that measures 7 inches from this fold over is on the inside. And the same with this one, you want the 7-inch piece here, not the 6.5. Because once you put your spine in, and when you close it, you don't want this page to grab onto your signature stuff. You know, you want a little room in there. So that's why I put it like that. This one's not right, you guys. I'm thinking I cut this one wrong. Give me a minute. I may not have. It may be okay. It may just be an optical illusion. No, that one's 7. That one's 6.5. So I did it right. I did it right. Yay. You hear the birds, Nova and Gabby. I'm just hoping they don't start screaming. Hey, Jen. How are you, honey? Thanks for coming in. Water bottle. Don't do it. Y'all, I apologize. You know, you come in here, you hear the macaws, and they are loud. Not a lot I can do with them. You can't.
I guess. And then just yeah.
I have a water bottle. I just spray them with that if they try to scream. It's the only kind of discipline you can give them.
Does it work though? The water bottle?
Yeah, they know the water bottle. They know the water bottle. Okay, so I'm going to flip it up and over. I'm going to work on one at a time. I'm going to lay the other one off to the side. And I'm going to try and line this up as straight as I can because I want a little bit of space in between, but not too awful much. And I'm going to tape it down so it'll hold for a minute. Till I can get the tape that I want on there. And I'm coming out probably a good 1/8 of an inch. It doesn't have to be super wide, but about an 1/8 of an inch will work. And I'm just taping them together so they're not sliding around on me while I'm getting some other tape down the spine. You know what I mean?
Here, I'm watching Joe. I'm not doing anything but watching Joe. Well, I'm letting this dry.
And I got this tape, and it's from Lowe's, and we use it when we put in hardwood floors and stuff. For the brown board, you put it over your seam and it doesn't show through, and it's called Ram Board Seam Tape is what it's called. I don't know if you can see what in there it's called, but it's pretty wide and it's very sticky and it works great. It really does. So that's what I'm using. And I'm going to get my scissors out of the way. And I'm going to try and center it as much as I can. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. Don't stress over the little stuff, you know? I mean, just don't worry about it. It is what it is. It doesn't have to be perfect. They're handmade items, you know. And believe me, if you want perfect, you're not going to me because I don't get hung up on perfect. And then I'll just kind of fold it around. Well, I'm not going to fold it on the bottom. I can fold it over on the top. I don't want to do it on the bottom, just in case right now. So I'm going to trim that off. I don't think it's going to hurt anything, but until I'm sure where I'm going with this, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't have a template. I'm just doing this kind of by the seat of my pants. And it'll be all right. So I got that. That'll be there. Now I need the other one. And I want the, let's see. Yep, I want it up like that. So I can line the other one up. I know, I'm all over the place, you guys. So I'm going to lay that there. And hopefully I'm fairly straight. I dropped my tape, believe it or not. My Scotch tape fell. But my Scotch tape didn't fall out of my holder, so yay. Scotch tape can be your best friend sometimes. Okay. Then I'm going to kind of line that up.
Lisa wants to know if it's a matte tape.
Hang on a minute and I'll check, sweetie. It might have, if you're talking about the board tape, I think it's got a light sheen to it, but it's not real shiny. You know what I mean? It's got a little bit of a sheen.
I think it looks more matte though, but
it does have a slight sheen. She's
yeah, I can see that.
One, you know, it's not matte.
Oh, there, yeah. Now I can see the difference.
So, but it works. You know, it's not as shiny as you know, like duct tape or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I get it at Lowe's. I'm sure Home Depot has it and all that good stuff. But it's like the purple tape that everybody uses that doesn't tear your paper up. Y'all know the tape I'm talking about. I can't remember the brand.
Yeah.
But I get a purple tape at Lowe's. Yeah, it looks more like the craft paper. But I get a purple tape at Lowe's in where the paint section is, and it's for if you're taping off like wallpaper and stuff, and it's low tack, and it doesn't cost near as much as that other stuff that everyone buys. So that's what I get. And I'm going to bring this in so I can see a little bit, because I don't need to go over that edge down there. And this tape is so sticky. I mean, let me see if I can show you on something. Everybody has knows these are heavy scissors, pretty heavy. And
Yeah.
I can pick those up with that tape. So that's how sticky that tape is. So, it's sticky. And so I said, if you don't get it perfect, don't sweat it. It's not worth worrying over, because sometimes you just cannot get it exact, All right, I got that down. That will be fine now. I can wrap this end over. Okay. So now it's going to be like a, what do you call it? Y'all know what I'm saying. A lap book, but it's going to be for ephemera. And this one looks weird. I bet I didn't cut enough off of this one, or I cut too much off of this one. I think I cut too much off of this one, but it's not going to make a difference. It's going to be fine. I just didn't want, you don't want to leave it where these pages, when you close your book, rub against here. You know what I mean? You don't want it getting hung up. So, but I like that. These are going to be pockets on this seam and this spine. One side's going to be a closing envelope pocket, and then the back of it's going to be just a slide in pocket on both of those. And then in here, what did I do? I did make a template for my attachment. This one is 2.5, and I scored it a 1/2 inch on each side, and it'll go in here. And then this one's going to go on top of that one, and my pages are going to go on there, so it'll have total 8 front and back, 4, which will be 8, to give me for my plastic areas to put my ephemera in, is what that's going to be. Probably not making a lot of sense. I'm just, like I said, I'm playing it by ear, doing.
Tina, did you get that other email? Huh?
Pardon?
Did you get that other email? I think it went through finally.
Okay, I'll look.
There.
Sorry, I was picking up one of the envelopes and it just.
That one's 6.5. I'm thinking this one I cut wrong. Yep, it's cut wrong. It's not even quite 5 3/4, which, like I said, I'm not going to worry about it. It's mine, and it'll be fine. So what do I need to do now?
What, Tina?
I think I need to make my pocket that's going to go.
No, I didn't get it.
All right, maybe it did, maybe it was too.
So get another file folder out. Like I said, I'm using file folders to build this little puppy. I've got a ton of them and we're going to use them. And I don't want it to be any more than, I think I'll go with 6 and
I got my package yesterday with your clusters. They're adorable. I'm going to use some of them in my book I'm doing.
it'll be,
Oh, I forgot that was coming.
Yeah.
what is that? It's almost 3/4.
I haven't looked at the die cuts yet. I'm going to do that while that's
3
drying.
eighths. So 6.5 plus 3/8.
I was like, package with the die cuts. Oh, and then it dawned on me. That's right.
This is one of the envelopes.
Cut me a flat piece off because I'm not going to use anything other than this. So I want to get, I don't want where it folds.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi,
Kathy.
Kathy. So if I go 6.5,
I'm starting in my Halloween journal
It'll be
slash album.
6 and 7/8.
Joe's doing a file folder thingy here.
And I'm doing Julie Nutting.
Oh, and yeah, I just looking. I seen Halloween colors.
And
but
I
maybe
need
it's
to
just the Halloween
score
one.
at 3/8.
Oh, the little ghosts are cute.
And I'm going to hold it here and score it while I got it where it needs to be. So then we're going to hold and score. And it needs to be, now we need the height.
Oh, these are cool, Tina.
And I'm going to go, I want it a little shorter. So I think I'm going to go with 7.25 high. So with that, let's do 7.25. Times like this, you wish you'd have made a template or a prototype, right? All right. So that'll be for there. And it's going to go, and it'll slide right in there
Thanks,
when we're ready.
Kathy. Bye, Lisa.
Yep.
You have a good
Right
day.
in the middle.
Thanks, Kath.
So I need to build the front
Bye,
part.
Lisa.
Oh, this one is so cute.
Do what?
Huh?
Okay. Bye, Lisa. Thanks for coming in, honey. Okay. Kathy, you want in? The link's in the group. Okay,
Oh,
so now
like
I got to build the front of the pocket because I want it to be a closing pocket on this side, and this side's just going to be a pocket to slip in and out. Okay. So, and what did I just do with that piece? Did I move it? I did. I think I can use this piece for my flip down for my pocket. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to go just under 7.25, I think.
Excuse me.
Between 7.25 and the 7 1/8. That's not going to work. What is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Between the 6.5 and the 6 3/8. Go to the 6 3/8 because I don't want it getting hung up, my flap, where it folds in. Yeah, you know what I mean? I want it kind of in away from that score mark. And I'm going to score it. I'm thinking 3/4 of an inch.
I might use that bat there, but I don't know yet.
And do I want to be able to kind of roll it out a little bit? I think so. So let's see if I went to 3/4. I'm going to score it 7/8, 1 inch, 1/8, 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 3/8. And that way, when I put stuff in that envelope part, it can, you know, have a little give to it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So I need, that'll get put on there. And now we need to make the actual pocket part for here. And I think, what are we? We're 7 1/4. So if I go down to 6 3/4, we'll try that. So I got to cut this off because, like I said, using file folders for the whole thing. So let's trim this piece off. Well, yes.
Hi, Jennifer.
And this blade and I are not getting along. May have to just trim it. It wants to hang up on the file folder. Like I said, file folders are not easy to cut, you guys. Especially where they're already kind of folded. So I'm going to trim it off a little bit just to have a smooth place. Okay. Now, we are, find the ruler again. Y'all lose your rulers?
All the time.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, Nova. All right.
Nova's saying you guys too.
I'm going to bring it into 6 1/4, but I'm also going to add, I'm going to bring it up to 7 1/4 and score in a 1/2 inch on each side. So I need to cut this at 7 1/4. And I can, and let's see, we need it to be, if I do 6 1/2, so I need it 7 tall, so I have a 1/2 inch at the bottom too. So 7 tall. Okay, now, not sure this is going to be the best scoreboard to do this, but I'm going to score at a 1/2 inch on the 7, where I'm 7 across. I'm going to score 1/2 inch. And we're 7 1/4. So 7 yeah. That's 4.5 inch. Okay, y'all excuse me a minute. I got to get Lucy. She went outside and she's not listening to Mom.
Gonna get in trouble.
Lucy.
Hello, Nova.
No
You're
fix
all right,
Nova.
Crazy little dog. And this is the one that wouldn't come in. And her name is Lucy. And she doesn't weigh 2 pounds, soaking wet. She's a little brat. And I do mean she's a brat. She bosses around pit bull. She bosses around the bigger chihuahuas. We don't think she weighs 2 pounds. Like I said, soaking wet. So, okay. Now I lost my train of thought. Give me a sec. I need the Am I going this way or this way? I think I'm going this way. Maybe it's this way. Yeah, I think it was that way. That'll help me a minute. This way. So I need to score another 1/2 inch over here. And if I did it wrong, we can redo it. It's a file folder. It's not that big a deal. Now I need to trim off my little corners. Let's see if I get it right. Hey, I just got them quiet. Oh, come here, Daddy. Come on. Get up. You are that bad dad that comes in after the mom gets the kids quiet and starts. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, it must be Dennis messing with the bird.
Gabby, come down. Hello, Nova. I can have the dogs all nice and quiet and the house. You girls have been around, you know, it's quiet.
Yeah.
And as soon as he comes in, it's like, oh. Okay, do I have that right? Because I wanted a little lip on each side. And it's going to go up here. And that will work. Yay. Good. Okay, so now we need to find the center here. And I have to do the center here. We know where we're going to put our closure for our pocket. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Now, Need this. Right there. And I think right in there, maybe. Oh, there's my sensor. No, don't do that. Right there. It's going to ride. There. Up in there. So that's where I got to poke the holes. And punching out some pieces to make it work. So I think I'm going to get this glued down first so I have a good idea. Keep it centered fairly well. Right there. My glue. And I can hear the TV out here from our bedroom because hubby left it up when he was home for lunch. Okay, so I'll line that up with that bottom score that I did so I got some extra room in there. Put that down. Yep, looks pretty good. Then, trying to see, I know I want it over a little, but, and yes, I talk to myself all the time.
Yeah, I
But
do it all the time too. So
Everybody does. I've learned.
Yes.
Every one of us talk to ourselves. So if I put that there, and then that comes down, this can go down a little bit further. Right in there. I don't need that. And then this one needs to go up just a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of pull it up to,
I'll be right back.
okay.
Well, I do think the cover on the book looks good, if I do say so myself.
Hang on, I'm going to put you up, Teresa.
I've done
Yes,
inked all this.
No. What did I do? There, I got it. I got it.
I've
I
done
got it.
inked all the sides and everything. It was white like this, so I didn't like it because it's going to be a Halloween journal / album thing, whatever. But I used Tim Holtz's Distress Oxides, Vintage Photo, Black Soot, and Brown Espresso, and then put the lace over it, and then just ink the edges. I think it looks old. You know, I think, and for some reason I think lace goes with Halloween somehow. Black lace,
Black
anyways.
lace.
Yeah, so I thought that would look good. Now I'm gonna find something. I don't know what yet, but something really cool to put on this cover and something on the spine. I don't know what yet. And then as soon as I get my ink in, which is any day now for my printer, I have some really cool paper that I bought so I can start doing the inside.
Oh,
Thanks,
neat.
Jen. Thanks, Kathy. So I'll start doing some pockets and things. I got some cool things that I got for this. I'm gonna do it nice and slow. Hopefully I'll be done by Halloween. I'm sure I will.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, that's my little journal.
did
Halloween
good.
journal. Thank you. Yeah, and that E6000 is really good, the spray. I'm surprised.
Oh,
You can put us all up, Joe, whenever you're ready.
okay.
It's holding really good, but it says in about 5 hours it'll have its strong hold. So it'll even get stronger in a few more hours.
You want to show what you did, Tina?
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, how
She's
cute!
cute.
Now, Joe, you should like that one because it has a face.
Yes, I don't mind. I don't like the ones with a face without a face, you guys.
Did you see my other one?
Ow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she is so cute.
Yeah.
What are you going to put her on, Tina?
A tag. Is this for my swap I do every month? This
Mhm.
one semi has a face.
Mm,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, I'm in that swap that I joined every month to get Julie Nutting tags. Have you guys seen the 2 tags?
I seen the something days of Julie Nutting or something like that.
Yep. This
On
is
your-
the first one I got.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And then this was summer theme. And then this was fall. This is one I got yesterday. And they're both just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And this month's is Halloween, of course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm working on mine. Oh.
And what are you up to, Joe?
Hang on, I'll show you what I did. I'm punching out some circles real quick. Okay, here we go. Back up. Okay, what I've done is, we're doing the ephemera holder, right? It's all file folders. So far, I got that part ready. This is, let me move something. Told y'all my desk is a mess. These are just going to get glued up once I get the backing on. They're just going to be little pockets to tuck stuff in. This we made, it's going to be an envelope with the little circle things, and the twine that closes it. And it's going to go in over here on this side. And then this side of it is just going to be a bigger, a pocket, but it's going to have the angle pocket thing on it to be able to stick a little bit of collar stuff in. And I'm going to make another one to go over on this side. And it'll just be a mirror image of that side when it's done. And like I said, you'll have this pocket and this pocket to stuff stuff in. Then the spine part, I've got to trim these down yet, is going to have, it'll have, 4 pages, which will be 8 front and back with, I'm going to use, what's it called? The page protectors sewed in different widths on each page to be able to put your ephemera in.
Oh my God, Joe, you got a wedding band on.
Oh, yeah, I have one of those. We were out, so.
I mean,
Yes,
I know
have
it's
a-
small thing.
I
You
do
feel
have
like me. You put it on when you go somewhere nice.
Well, I don't normally wear it, and the reason the birds go at them, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about it having it
Put
on.
it up.
so
I want to see it closer. It looks really pretty.
It is. It's pretty.
Put your hand
It's
up. I
not
wanna
as
see.
big as it looks. It looks bigger. So, but
It is. Oh, I like it. It is pretty.
that was my 25-year wedding anniversary.
It's pretty.
So, my mom got a rock for her 50th. So, but yeah. But anyway, there'll be 8 front and back of the 4 pages, and they're going to be at least 3 pockets on each page to put ephemera in. So it's going to be pretty big when it's done.
Yes, Joe. Everybody is married. Joe is married. Dennis is not a figment of her imagination.
No, of course, sometimes I could just kill him, but been married 27 years. I've known him for 30. So long time. But yeah, I was just cutting out my circles too.
Sorry about that. I had to mute for a minute.
So and I've done these wrong. I just realized I should have poked my hole before I cut them out. It's so much easier to do it that way. So let me get my hole punch up here and do them the right way, the easy way, not the hard way. Poke your holes.
That's good to know. I know it's not going to just fall out. I think those would have
And then you line them up.
There's a sign
A little bit better.
saying due to lack of raw material, some coders may end up being on shortage.
Look at what?
COVID bull crap,
What does that mean?
the lack of raw material.
What does that mean?
You know, the 2 liters, the aluminum, the cans,
What does that got to do?
because there's no one there making them, so they're running low on everything. They're letting you know.
They're
in case
pretty
they
good.
don't have
Pretty
Oh, they're
good.
like on Pepsi.
So,
I'm telling you, that way
I gotta
you
find
know.
my eyelets.
You're the one who's going to catch on for it, not me. Yeah, you will.
I'm not sure where I've got them right now.
Mm.
I think they're up here. I'll go through them after a bit. Because I'm not going to put these on till I get the bench decorated anyway.
No.
Let's get everybody else back up. There we go. Thank you, Jen.
Did you give me fruit punch?
Okay.
Did you get me fruit punch?
Yes.
I think I'm going to have to get off of here.
See the tank itself?
Got to get dinner and
Oh, that's going to be pretty. That's cool.
And of course, I'm going to add on it.
Yeah.
she always makes such neat stuff.
Are you making something special for dinner, Joe?
No, we're just going to do baked potato and shake and bake pork chops.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah. So, but, you know, it's already, God, what time is it here? It's after 2. And I still got to clean the bird perches. I haven't
Yeah,
done
my
that.
lunch just arrived.
You know, there's always something to do around here. So, and this blade keeps coming off. I'm not thrilled with this at all. Ugh. Does it go a certain way? I am not sure. Remember?
Mm-hmm. It's over. It's
Oh, there it's in.
liver and hot marrow flavored.
Snap.
I got
So-
what you want. Too.
How much is
So
that?
anyway, I'm going to try and come back on tomorrow,
What you want.
sometime between 12 and 1 again, and work some more on the camera holders. Because like I said, I'm trying to get them done. I want to put them up in the shop. What do y'all think about that?
Oh,
You want a piece of this? Try it.
Yeah, I
no.
think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen anyone else selling them, and a lot of people like them, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to make. especially if you don't have a sewing machine or the page protectors, because you cannot use double-sided tape, Fabri-Tac to hold that plastic down to your page. It just doesn't stay. They end up looking like a fat man trying to button a shirt, and they pop, you know. So, all right, we're going to get off of here, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. And stay safe. And we will talk to y'all
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
later,
Have a good
everyone. Bye.